OpenClaw is the most important AI software you'll use this year. It's an open source framework that turns the best AI models into an incredibly personal, incredibly capable assistant that runs entirely on your local machine. Look at this architecture. You interact through Telegram or Slack. Everything flows through Claude, powered by Claude Opus 4.6. Below that, 22 custom skills, a self-learning memory system, 20 plus scheduled tasks, 13 plus integrations, all feeding into 13 local SQLite databases. This entire system runs on a MacBook sitting on a desk. Let me show you every piece. So what exactly is OpenClaw? It's an open source framework that takes frontier AI models and builds a personal assistant capable of doing almost anything you can do on a computer. But what makes it special is that it learns from you. Every conversation, every preference, every correction, it evolves. You access it through the chat apps you already use: WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, text messaging. No special interface needed. The personality is defined by two key files. Identity.md defines who it is, soul.md defines how it communicates. And this is where it gets interesting. You can set different modes for different contexts. When it's talking to you directly, it's personal, like a friend. When it's invoked in Slack, where colleagues can see, it's formal, like a coworker. You control all of this with simple markdown files. Let's go deeper into the architecture. At the top is you. You communicate through Telegram for personal use and Slack for business context. Both feed into Claude, the central brain running Opus 4.6. From there, it branches into four major subsystems. First, 22 custom skills. These are the use cases we'll walk through today. Second, a memory system that learns and evolves. Third, 20 plus cron jobs, scheduled tasks running around the clock. And fourth, 13 plus integrations connecting to Gmail, Calendar, Fathom, YouTube Analytics, and more. All of this data flows down into 13 SQLite databases stored locally with vector embeddings. That means you can search anything in plain English. Nothing leaves your machine unless you explicitly want it to. The memory system is what makes OpenClaw feel alive. Here's how it works in 5 steps. Step 1, you have conversations, normal back and forth chatting. Step 2, it takes daily notes. Each day gets saved as a markdown file. Step 3, it distills those notes into preferences and stores them in memory.md. Step 4, the next session, it reads that file and updates its identity based on what it's learned about you. Step 5, everything gets vectorized for RAG search, so you can query any conversation you've ever had. What does it actually remember? Your writing preferences, the tone you like, specific stocks you track, how you want video pitches formatted, how you want emails triaged, business patterns, operational lessons, all of it, and it's constantly self-improving. This is the personal CRM, and it's a perfect example of why traditional software companies should be nervous. This was built in 30 minutes with nothing but natural language descriptions, no code written by hand. It ingests from 3 sources: Gmail, Google Calendar, and Fathom, an AI note taker that transcribes all meetings. It filters out noise, newsletters, cold pitches, keeping only real conversations. An LLM reads the email context, researches each contact, and decides what's worth saving to the local database. Right now, there are 371 contacts stored locally in SQLite with vector columns, so you can ask anything in plain English. What's the last thing I talked to John about? Who did I last talk to at Company X? It also extracts action items from meetings, tracks whether you completed them, and auto-reminds you. But here's the magic. Because it has access to all your data across systems, it makes connections you wouldn't. While brainstorming a video idea, it might say, hey, you talked about this with a sponsor. Maybe they'd want to sponsor this video. It's like having 3 or 4 personal assistants running 24/7. The Fathom pipeline is one of the most practical features. It checks for new meeting transcripts every 5 minutes during business hours. It's calendar aware, so it knows when meetings end and waits before checking. When a transcript arrives, it matches attendees to CRM contacts and updates relationship summaries. Then it extracts action items with ownership, things you need to do versus things other people promised. It sends an approval queue to Telegram because not every extracted action item is accurate. Here's the self-improving part. When you reject an item and explain why, it updates its extraction prompt. Next time, it's better. Approved items go directly to Todoist. It also tracks what other people committed to, so you can follow up if they don't deliver. On top of that, there's an urgent email scanner. Every 30 minutes, it checks your inbox and only alerts you about genuinely critical items: big deals, contracts to sign, commitments you made, delivered to Telegram, tuned to avoid false alarms. The knowledge base might be the most used feature of all. The idea is simple: a central repository for everything you ever read, watch, or reference. Drop any URL into Telegram, articles, YouTube videos, X posts, PDFs, and it does the rest. It grabs the content, follows threads, ingests any linked URLs, everything gets chunked, embedded in vector format, and stored locally. You can then search everything in natural language. Show me articles about OpenAI, and it finds every saved article with links. It also cross-posts to your team's Slack. It says, Matt wants you to see this, so people know you actually read it. It's not the AI randomly spamming links. The X ingestion pipeline deserves a special mention. It tries FX Twitter first, falls back to the X API, then to Grok X search. It follows full threads, grabs any linked URLs, and puts everything into the knowledge base. It took a while to set up because X is finicky about scraping, but it works beautifully now. The Business Advisory Council is where it gets really powerful. It's a team of 8 AI expert agents that analyze your entire business every single night while you're sleeping. It pulls data from 14 sources: YouTube analytics, Instagram engagement, X analytics, email activity, meeting transcripts, cron job reliability, Slack messages, channel stats, and more. Then 8 specialists: financial, marketing, growth, content, operations, audience, revenue, and strategy, all run in parallel. They don't just independently analyze, they discuss with each other. They argue about what recommendations to give you. Then a synthesizer merges everything, eliminates duplicates, ranks by priority, and delivers a nightly digest to Telegram. You get a short summary and you can ask for more detail on any recommendation. It's constantly finding ways to improve your business every single night. The Security Council runs at 3:30 a.m. every night. It sends a prompt to the Cursor Agent CLI, and a team of security experts reviews every aspect of the codebase from 4 perspectives: offensive, defensive, data privacy, and operational realism. They look at the code, commit history, logs, error logs, data, everything. Opus 4.6 summarizes all findings, numbers each recommendation, and sends it to Telegram. If something is critical, it alerts immediately. And the best part, you just say fix it. It applies the recommendations. Next night, a fresh scan. There are actually 3 councils in total: business for your business health, security for vulnerabilities, and platform for documentation drift, log health, and backup integrity. Social media tracking feeds into everything else. YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok all get daily snapshots pulled into SQLite databases. Per video views, watch time, engagement, subscriber growth, it tracks everything at the content level. This data flows into the Business Advisory Council, giving the expert agents real performance data to work with. Then there's the daily briefing. Every morning, after all the overnight jobs complete, it compiles a report: how your content performed yesterday, what meetings you have today with full context for each one, pending action items, CRM updates, everything you need before your day starts, delivered to Telegram in one clean message. The video idea pipeline is triggered from Slack. When a team member shares an article in the knowledge base channel, all you do is reply in thread, @Claude, this is a video idea. That's it. From there, it does full deep research, searches the web, checks X for what people are saying, queries the knowledge base for related content, and checks for duplication against previous ideas. The output is remarkable: a full announcement summary, trending Twitter research, an idea evaluation to assess whether the video makes sense, packaging suggestions with title and thumbnail concepts, suggested hooks for the first 30 seconds, and a complete video outline. All of this gets created as an Asana card with links back to Slack, completely automated. The automation schedule is what ties everything together. Over 20 cron jobs run at different intervals: overnight documentation sync, CRM scan, config review, security review, log ingestion, video refresh, and morning brief compilation. During the day, Fathom checks every 5 minutes, email scans every 30 minutes, action item status 3 times daily, hourly encrypted Git and database backups, weekly memory synthesis, and earnings previews. Everything gets logged centrally. If any job fails, you get alerted immediately. And if something breaks, you can tell OpenClaw to reference the logs and fix it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: security. The biggest attack vector is prompt injection from external data. Here's how it's handled. First, deterministic code, traditional non-AI code, scans all external data before ingestion. It sanitizes inputs and looks for injection patterns. Second, all external data is kept in isolation with restricted permissions: no write access to email, calendar, or anything sensitive. Third, a hybrid system auto-redacts secrets: tokens, OAuth credentials, API keys. None of these ever appear in logs or Telegram messages. Fourth, explicit approval gates before sending any emails, tweets, or public content. For backups, all SQLite databases are encrypted and pushed to Google Drive hourly, double password protected, 7-day rolling restore points. Git autosync pushes code to GitHub every hour with pre-commit hooks that block sensitive data. If any backup fails, instant Telegram alert. Is it perfect? No, it will never be perfect with non-deterministic systems, but these layers make it very hard to exploit. A few more features worth mentioning: image generation through Nano Banana Pro and video generation through Vo V3, both integrated directly into Telegram. Ask for any image or video and it creates it, sends it, and cleans up after itself. The food journal is surprisingly useful. You photograph your meals, tell it how your stomach feels throughout the day, and it identifies patterns. It actually discovered that onions were causing stomach issues, something that wasn't obvious before. Self-updating, it checks for OpenClaw updates nightly, shows the changelog, and you say update to apply it. API cost tracking monitors every LLM call across providers. And prompt engineering, it downloaded the Opus 4.6 prompting guide and references it whenever updating any internal prompt. 6 takeaways. 1. OpenClaw is a full operating system for your life. CRM, knowledge base, councils, pipelines, journals, all running 24/7 on a MacBook. 2. It's self-evolving. The memory learns you, the councils improve your business, the prompts self-optimize. It literally gets better every day. 3. Everything is local. 13 SQLite databases, encrypted backups, no cloud dependency. Your data stays yours. 4. Security is a real concern and a real priority. Prompt injection defense, data isolation, approval gates, auto-redaction. It's not perfect, but it's hardened. 5. You don't write code. You describe what you want in English. Screenshot a workflow, add a prompt, and it builds it for you. 6. The future of software is personal. If you can build a custom CRM in 30 minutes, what are you ever going to pay a CRM company for? That's the question OpenClaw forces us to ask.